This video is going to show you how to properly format an MLA document. The first thing you want to do is to put your cursor somewhere around the left-hand side of the paper so you can see where the margin is. If you haven't messed with the margins in your Microsoft Word, it should be set up correctly and you don't need to do anything. The first thing I like to do is I type my name. After I type my name, I want to go ahead and set up the double spacing so that my paper from here on down is completely double spaced appropriately. The best way to do that is to go up to paragraph, and then I want to click on this little icon over here, which will expand the paragraph features. There we go. And you can see here in the middle of the features is the line spacing, and it's currently set to multiple, which is not correct. So I'm going to use the drop-down box and click on double, and then I'm going to click OK. So now if I hit enter, which I just did, and I put in the professor's last name, as is required for MLA, I am appropriately double spaced from my name at the top. And then I'm going to hit enter one more time. I'm going to put my class information, for example, English 101. I'm going to drop down, push enter one more time, put in the date, let it auto-populate. It is also appropriate to have the date in the British or UK style, which is the day, the month, and the year. So you can see July 17th, 2020 as we have here, but you could also do 17 July 2020. Both of those formats are acceptable. I'm going to hit enter one more time, and you can see that my cursor is aligned on the left here, but I'm going to put in my title. All academic papers should have titles. So to do that, I need to center it. I'm going back up to paragraph to click center, and then I'm going to title my paper. In this case, I'm going to give you an example of a reading response. And after I type my title, I'm going to go ahead and hit enter once, and it's going to drop me down one double space below the title, which is where I want to start my text, but all of our text should be left aligned. That means going back up here and clicking on left align. The reason you want left align as opposed to justify or center is because justify and center put too many spaces between the letters and the words. So once I've clicked on left align, I need to indent. So I do that by clicking or hitting tab on my keyboard, and I can start typing my response here. Now, we also need to add a header, and in this case, our last name and our page number. And the best way to do that is to go up to Insert, and then you're going to slide all the way down to Page Number. And your page numbers for MLA format should always be at the top of the page. So I'm going to hover over top of the page. And the page number designs vary in Word. There's all kinds of really fancy and pretty and cool looking page options, but we want plain number 3. Academic papers should be plain and standard, so don't pick anything that's really cool looking, unfortunately. And you're going to type your last name and hit the space bar once so that there is one space between your last name and the page number. The other thing to keep in mind is sometimes this information up here is not in the same font style or size as your information down here. So to check that after you type your last name, you just want to go over to the home button, click on home, check that you're same font, same style. In this case it is. We still have Arial, we still have 12, so we know that this is in fact the same font style and size as the rest of the document. You want it to be consistent. These are things that your professors will notice. So to get out of header or footer, we can just click on, go back up to Insert and click on Header, and if we go to Edit Header, it'll give us close header and footer, and we can go back out. So now my paper is properly set up for MLA format. I can continue to type. It doesn't matter how many pages I have. My last name and page number will automatically populate, so I don't need to worry about making sure that that is where it needs to be if I remove text or move text around or cut my papers in shorter or longer. This information will be exactly where it needs to be.